He's known for his wild humor, chaotic charm, and headline-making love life. But beneath the tattoos, the fame, and the laughter, Pete Davidson is a man in transformation. After years of living fast, Pete is now choosing peace, purpose, and pain, literally. The comedian has spent nearly 5 years undergoing one of the most brutal processes imaginable, laser tattoo removal. The pain is so intense, Pete says he actually gets put under anesthesia just to get through it. But it's more than skin deep. It's a story about growth, healing, and letting go of the past. Welcome to CelebSpill. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss the rawest, realest side of Pete Davidson you've ever seen. When you think of Pete Davidson, tattoos are part of the image. From his neck to his hands, his body was once a canvas of personal memories, pop culture tributes, and spontaneous ink inspired by moments in time. But that's changing. These days, when Pete looks in the mirror, he sees fewer tattoos, and a man learning to start over. Pete laughs as he tells E.T.'s Cassie Delora, "I love me a face laser." But behind the jokes is a brutal reality. Laser tattoo removal isn't for the faint of heart. It sucks, he admits. It's awful. It's a 10 out of 10 pain. Pete compares it to one of the worst sensations imaginable. Burning rubber against your skin, multiplied across hundreds of tiny pieces of art. Sometimes the pain is so unbearable that he's sedated during sessions. "If I have time off, I do everything at once and they put me to sleep," he explains. But even worse are the days that follow. For 3 days after each session, he says his arms swell, sting, and puff up so badly that he can barely move. "You can't do anything," he says. "You just sit there dunking your arms in Aquaphor, completely useless." This process, he says, isn't just about removing ink, it's about earning the change he's making in his life. Pete's decision to document his tattoo removal isn't for fame or sympathy, it's a warning. "I've been filming it," he admits, "to show all the younger people in my family, if you don't like it, this is what you have to do." It's a message about patience in a world obsessed with instant gratification. "We live in a world where you can get what you want instantly," Pete says. "This process takes years. It's the long game, and I'm sticking with it." After nearly 5 years, his hands and neck are completely cleared and his arms are about 80% done. Still, he estimates he's only halfway there. The process might take another 5 years before his skin is completely free. But not every tattoo is disappearing. Pete's keeping a few, the ones that truly matter. "All my Sopranos tattoos are staying," he smiles. "I've got my dad's ID tattooed and one that says Mom Tattoo." That last one has a funny story. His mom once asked why he had never gotten a tattoo for her. So Pete, in typical Davidson fashion, got one that literally says Mom Tattoo. "It's staying," he laughs. "That one has to stay." Behind the laughter is love, for his mom, his late father, and the family that's carried him through life's chaos. Pete's father, a firefighter who lost his life on 9/11, remains one of the most influential figures in his life. When asked what his dad would think of the man he's become, Pete's voice softens. "He'd be stoked," he says. "He'd be proud of any of this." Pete shares that his father's favorite movie was Stripes, and recently Pete got to work alongside Bill Murray, one of that film's stars. "It's just cool," he says with a smile. "I feel like he's always looking out for me." It's a reminder that even through fame, heartbreak, and reinvention, Pete never forgets where he came from. So what does life look like now for Pete Davidson? In his words, it's chill. He's learning not to take things personally, even when headlines spin out of control. "If your family's good, your friends are good, then work is just work," he says. "I try to remind myself that I'm lucky, everything's okay." Pete's circle is smaller now, just 6 or 7 close friends. "I keep my phone on ringer now," he jokes, "because whoever calls, I actually want to talk to them." Gone are the days of chasing approval, parties, and fame. "When I was younger, I thought everybody had to like me," he admits. "Now I'm cool with 5 friends who actually love me." Pete credits much of his maturity to Lorne Michaels, the legendary Saturday Night Live creator and producer. "Lorne's the best," he says warmly. "He's seen everything. Nothing I go through is new to him and his advice is always spot on." Lorne has been more than a boss. He's been a mentor and father figure. He always checks in. "He'll call me, or if I'm unreachable, he'll call someone on my team," Pete says. "In show business, you don't have many real relationships like that. I'm grateful for it." The two share a love of movies, sports, and old school humor. "I get along better with older people," Pete admits. "I guess I'm just an old soul." Even in the middle of deep reflection, Pete's humor never fades. When asked what a Pete mode would be on Alexa, he paints a hilarious picture. It would dim the lights, turn on Family Guy, and that's it. That's my safe space. Just nothing going on. He also jokes about his nervous habit of twirling his hair, so much that he often has to shave his head. Once in a while, I try to grow it out, but then I just start twirling again, he laughs. It's a comfort thing. It's these small, relatable quirks that remind fans why Pete remains one of Hollywood's most genuine and grounded comedians. For Pete, removing his tattoos isn't about erasing the past, it's about owning his story. Each laser session is a reminder that growth hurts, that healing takes time, and that sometimes you have to let go of who you were to become who you're meant to be. Change sucks, he admits, but it's exciting. I'm making changes. I'm growing. It's not about losing the ink. It's about finding peace beneath it. Pete Davidson's story is one of pain, patience, and transformation. From the tattoos that once told his story to the scars that now replace them, every mark has meaning. He's proof that healing isn't instant and growth isn't easy, but both are worth it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Pete Davidson's journey, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications because here at CelebSpill, we bring you the real stories behind Hollywood's biggest stars.